I know a lot of you guys might be extremely disappointed in me because I have never seen Lord of the Rings. Like, nothing. Nada. Zero. Nothing about it, right? And so seeing Tales of the Shire, which is a Lord of the Rings game, doesn't have the same effect on me as it does a lot of you guys who absolutely love all things Hobbit, all things Lord of the Rings, all things, right? But I do plan to watch it because my boyfriend said that I have to. So that is on, it's on the list of things to do. And I also want to watch it with my cozy crew. So I'm gonna watch it, and hopefully I'll be able to watch it before this game releases on the 29th of July, which is not too far from now. But we are going to run through the game page and just kind of talk about it. I would love for you guys that, you know, absolutely adore Lord of the Rings to point out things that I miss as I go through this page. But even just looking at the game, never seeing the movie, never knowing anything about Lord of the Rings, it still looks really cute. So we're just gonna jump on in. Okay, so we got Tales of the Shire. It's planned to be released, like I said, on the 29th of July. So 13 days from now, from the time I'm making this video. Who knows when I'm gonna post it. The developer is What a Workshop? Publisher, Private Division. So let's read the synopsis and then we're going to move forward. Welcome home, Hobbit. Live the cozy life of a Hobbit in the wonderfully serene landscape of the Shire. Discover, decorate, and share in this idyllic, that word is in every single one of these, corner of the Middle East. Join friendly hobbits and familiar faces awaiting your arrival in Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game. All right, tags: life sim, farming sim, cozy, character customization, casual, indie, nature, and 3D. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna watch the trailer and then we're going to keep it on.
Here in the Shire, time moves at just the right pace. Each day reveals new possibilities for curious hobbits. And every season brings so much to savor and discover. With the passage of time, the land changes, bringing new colors, new rhythms, and new moments to cherish. Tend to your garden and bring life to the land. Find joy in shaping a home that feels just right. Explore, trade, and celebrate the small joys that make each day special. On July 29th, the wait is over. Your Hobbit life begins. Every detail is yours to shape. And no matter the season, hobbits will always have time for foraging, friendship, and of course, food. Lots and lots of food. Welcome home, Hobbit. Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game, coming July 29th.
All right. So, like I said, the game does look very beautiful. Like, I especially love the, you know, with the planting and stuff, like the flowers, I guess. I think that's what they were. That looked really beautiful. The food looked wonderful. I love the little duck that walked. Like, so visually it looks really appealing, and just really cozy. Like literally up here, it says the cozy life. Like it's literally giving that. Like I said, with the food, it looks great. Apparently it's a lot of cooking involved. I'm not sure if that's how it is in Hobbit life, but that seems to be a big thing. Like that was like and cooking, you know, it was like a moment. So I don't know if that's like how it is in the Hobbit world, but seems to rely heavily on this. Not sure who this is, but that's him. See, like this is like really, can I make it big? This is really pretty. Like, look at the little pig. I love the animals. I love the houses. Like, I don't know, like in another life, I would like to have a cottage. So this is giving me cottage vibes. Like half of me wants to live in a cottage and the other half of me wants to live in the city, like a half city life with the big windows. So yeah, it's like, it's split. So this is the one side of me, but it looks really cool. I love it. Yeah, it's just very green. The water looks really good. I see a little boat. Looks like they're cooking over there in that island. So it's just a lot of cute things going on. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I guess I see some like fruit, but mainly flowers. I don't know. I really like the idea of, like, lately I've been into floral life and like just flowers. Like even when I talk about the other games, I'm like constantly talking about the flowers. Oh, so I see like vegetables and stuff, I think, too, over there. Oh, that's vegetables. It's a pepper, tomato, I think, maybe. But yeah, like with the flowers over here, I don't know. I like the look of a bunch of flowers, so I like it. I like it. Over here you see we're in the afternoon in this picture, and so you can see the different spots of morning to nighttime. And I guess here's just an idea of a hobbit. The clothes hanging in the background. That house looks a little broken down, I think. But yeah, still all cool. Still looks really good. Ooh, I love the colors of this one. This looks really pretty. So this must be like a fall vibes. I wonder how big this world is. I'm curious about that. I've not even looked or seen any like gameplays or demos or anything of this game. So this is just a true first look. I like but I really do like the colors. I really do like how warm and cozy everything looks. Okay, so we see a bunch of books. We see the table highlighted, so I guess just showing clicking on stuff. She's able to move it, duplicate, or stash it. And then up here we see, oh, color, maybe changes the color or something. Looks like that's a chest maybe. So just some options. Ooh, look at the horse. Look at the horse. Looks cute. I love the horse back there. Okay, so that was the other thing. There's fishing. Personally, I don't have a problem with fishing in games. Most of the time, it's not that bad. Some games it is a little harder than others, so I'm curious to see how the fishing works in this game. But yeah, it's typical game, like planting, fishing, foraging type stuff. I'm assuming, so you know. I think that's the last picture. So yeah, another Hobbit. Yeah. All right. So moving onward, it's a single player game with partial controller support, Xbox controllers, and my PlayStation controller. Okay, let's see more about this game. So we already read that first paragraph, so we're going to go to the second one. It says, create your own hobbit as you set forth in Bywater. Though not yet established as an official village in Hobbiton, play a part in helping the quaint town flourish. Greet comfort at the door as you decorate your own hobbit hole. Tend to your garden, fish at the clear ponds, forage wild fruits and herbs, or trade with townsfolk. Prepare homemade meals to share with the fellow hobbits and foster relationships. So like we said, there's decorating in this game, tending to your garden, fishing, foraging, and it says trade with townsfolk. The other thing that stood out is that it's, again, heavily focused on homemade meals. And that seems to be a big thing of this game. So meals. I'm all for it. I like to eat. It says, with much to see and lots more to eat, enjoy days of splendor in the picturesque forests, lakes, and pastures. And that is true. All the pictures looked very beautiful. So I'm definitely assuming while you play the game, you will be taking lots of screenshots and pictures because it does look very beautiful. I see y'all posting them now, just with make it all cute. I can see it, especially decorating your home. Oh, that's gonna be cute. That's gonna be cute. It says, unwind in the place where what matters most are the little things. Help bring the community together to achieve village status in Bywater. Experience delight in Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game. So yeah, it's all about community. So again, I think that goes back to like trading, homemade meals to share. Again, like I said, much to see and lots more to eat. I mean, this game is all about eating. So just make sure you make a lot of meals. And I really want to know, is that really a Hobbit thing? Do they just eat all day? Or is this game just like heavily focused on food? I need to know. Key features. It says, welcome home, Hobbit. Play as a Hobbit directly out of the beloved books. Personalize your appearance and brandish your best Hobbit attire with an array of customizations. Decorate your own Hobbit home and transform the cozy space with grid-free placement to position furniture, home decor to your liking. Discover the wonders each new day brings to Bywater as you settle into your serene homestead for much needed rest. And let's just go ahead and give a round of applause for grid-free placement. I mean, can all these games do this? Because I'm tired of the grids. I know the grids are supposed to help, but please make everything grid-free and make everything able to turn in multiple ways than just the 4. Please and thank you. Yeah, I'm excited about the idea of decorating your home. I wonder how it is getting the decorations. In this little tiny clip right here, it just says like wall colors and it's just like there. So I don't know if it's like you just get everything and you could just decorate it however you want to, which would be great. That's one thing that I've kind of been stepping away from with customization games or like decorative games, I guess. It's just like so grindy to get cute things, or you gotta pay. You either gotta pay or it's like extremely grindy and it's like I don't want to do that. So just curious to see how it goes. If anybody has any idea, please drop it down in the comments. I would love to know. Here we go. Food. Food is love. No Hobbit's day is complete without food. Fish, garden, and forage to stock up the pantry with the fruits of your labor. Harvest for seasonal crops and flowers as time passes in your homestead. Enjoy the warmth of the kitchen and show off your culinary chops with recipes for mealtimes. Partake in second breakfast. Partake in second breakfast or host a dinner party with fellow hobbits. Share meals with invited guests to create new relationships. I can't get over, like, you just feed them and they're your best friends. That's how you get me. Just give me food or coffee or something. We're best friends for life. But no, the fact that it said partake in second breakfast, I'm telling you, this has to be all food. This game is all food. Hobbits, what? It's all food. Hobbits, no, food. I'm just so tickled because, like, look how they was chopping the food up. Like, I'm done. Like, she is strong. Like, the way she yanked that fish up and chopping, like, this game is hilarious already. I love it. Okay. Explore Bywater. Explore the outdoors to discover secret glades and lost treasures of the Shire. Experience the ever-changing weather that affect daily routines and seasonal surprises based on time of year. Gain rewards through your story progression, meet iconic characters, and familiar Hobbit families to trade for upgrades to skills, clothes, home, and more. Join club missions to complete daily activities and help gain official village status in Bywater. Okay, I like that. It's more to it than just food. There's like a little bit more to it. Yeah, I like the seasonal surprises based on the time of year. That's pretty cool. Excited to see what that's about. And trading for upgrades to skills, clothes, and home and stuff. So that's cool too. Join club missions. So we got daily activities. And it says we need to gain official village status. So I guess that's the true goal, is to gain village status. It's not much to the about this game, but I mean, 80% of this is food, so what more is there to add on, right? Really quickly, I forgot to say a couple of things when it comes to this game. So as I was looking, trying to figure out if I could find a price for this game. And from what I'm seeing, everyone is saying they're assuming it's going to be between $20 and $40. Now, we do have a couple of people to say 60, 70, and we do have a couple of people that say less than the 20, but mostly everybody is saying they're thinking this game is going to be between $20 and $40. So we won't know until, it's officially here, but that is just what that is what I'm seeing everybody discussing. Now, I also found this interesting article about someone who has played the game, played the demo. So we have two different takes. So I'm going to go through both of the takes. The first one, they're saying that it could have been a wonderful slice of Hobbit life, but instead in the demo, it's a perfect example of how to waste a fantastic opportunity. And this is written by Kara Phillips. And pretty much what she was saying was that a lot of it's boring, right? So she said the farming feels pointless aside from getting ingredients to cook. But there's a lot you can cook without having to farm, which quickly stripped away her willingness to, farm and do all that in the first place, which was an interesting take. Of course, again, this is the demo, so don't know, what the full game entails, but off the demo, this is what she was saying. And she was like, you can go out and forage for ingredients, which she quickly opted for once she realized farming was giving the same satisfaction as stubbing her toe. That's what she said. She said foraging is one of the most detailed and engaging parts of Tales of the Shire. which came as a huge surprise given that it's hardly spoken about by any NPCs in the first few hours she spent in the demo. She said rather than things like mushrooms being labeled with umbrella terms like red toadstool or even better just mushroom, they're modeled and named after real life edible mushrooms. So she found joy in picking like real mushrooms. So that's just a little bit. And I remember reading through, she was saying that maybe the NPCs were like very simple and had no defining features to set them apart, which she said which makes things tricky when you're trying to familiarize yourself with everyone, or you're asked to speak to someone specific. And she said a lot of the I guess missions were just a bunch of you going to this person and then they're telling you to go to this person and then you go to this person and then you go to this person and you go to this person. Like, it's a lot of that, which honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley in ways where it's like you constantly have to go between people. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I can understand how that could be very frustrating. But that was mainly her take. But that was just one take. Someone else, Susanna Polo, wrote more of a positive light. She said she spent 3-ish hours with Tales of the Shire. And she also experimented a bit by streaming it to her Steam Deck, where the controls were even more intuitive than keyboard and mouse. So she pretty much said that you can pick your own custom name and whatnot, but there's also a list of names that you can choose, that you can scroll through and choose from. It's a lot of Lord of the Rings references, so I don't understand, but y'all would. She said that prepping dishes was a satisfying loop, and your pantry visually fills up with the specific food you put in it. So if you store a tomato, the basket for tomatoes fills up. I think that's great. Because sometimes when you do stuff like that, it like doesn't change and it doesn't look realistic. So that's a little detail that I think is very important. Said that a bulk of her time in the game was spent in pursuit of NPCs to talk to rather than gathering ingredients with intention. Or repairing and decorating her home or cooking. So there were lots of tutorial quests to close out. As she said, and while the scenery is extremely charming, I can see all that walking around eventually becoming a little repetitive. So I didn't see that coming, to be honest. Maybe that goes back to what Kara said, just about you go from NPC to NPC. So it's just a lot of walking around, maybe. She also said keep an eye out for butterflies because following them is how you find forageable meal ingredients. She said check the pond for swirls on the water to suck up on fish and watch for the bluebirds with flared red tail feathers that serve as the game's wayfinding system. Okay. So yeah, sorry, I just wanted to break in to say a little bit about the price and what some folks said playing the game firsthand. So yeah, like I said, this game will be here very, very soon on July 29th. I know a lot of you guys are super, super excited about this game. I definitely need to quickly watch The Lord of the Rings so I can see what the hype is about. I mean, charge it to my head, not my heart, that I have not watched it. I'm not a huge movie person unless I'm watching it with someone. So if I'm not around anybody that watches a certain movie, then I'll just never see it. That's just how I am. I'm more of a TV show watcher than I am movies. So that's might be why I haven't seen it. But this game looks really cute, and if the movie is anything I don't think the movie's like cute per se. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Other than there's a ring. And I guess you're trying to get it, maybe? Don't know. But very excited about this. Let me know what you guys think. Like, how excited are you for this game? Or are you, any of you guys like me, you've never even seen Lord of the Rings, know anything about hobbits, like nothing. Like, let me know if you're like me or if you're on the complete opposite side and Lord of the Rings is your #1 favorite movie. Let me know. But also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy content, and just stay in the loop, stay updated for when I play this game with, like, you know, a clean slate, knowing nothing. I don't know. Should I not watch the movie? Should I just play this game first? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll think about it. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!